You are about to listen to a Beyond the Wheel mini pod.
Hi all, on today's mini pod I am talking about why I chose a Jeep Wrangler as my next vehicle to tow behind my RV. A big part of my decision making was mainly because I have always wanted to own a Wrangler, but there are many advantages to having a Wrangler or other four-wheel drive vehicle as your towed. Towed is just another term used to describe pulling a vehicle behind your motorhome. But before jumping into the reasons for my Jeep purchase, I wanted to quickly go over the advantages of having a tow vehicle or a secondary vehicle behind your motorhome. Two major reasons that Sabrina and I have a tow vehicle are convenience and safety. Starting with safety. If we were to have an issue on the road with our RV, we could hop into our tow vehicle and go get help, or maybe we just ran out of fuel and just needed to go down to a gas station and fill up a container to bring back to the RV. There's also safety for our dog. I can recall one time Belle, our small dog, swallowed a bee and had a bad allergic reaction. We rushed her to the vet in our tow car where she was able to get care. If we did not have our tow car, we would have lost precious time trying to quickly pack up our Class A, unplug it, water everything, bring slides in, and drive her to the vet. Convenience is the other half of why we use a towed vehicle. We enjoy that convenience of being able to park our RV at a campsite and use the tow vehicle for sightseeing and running errands rather than packing up the RV every time we want to leave the campsite. Also, our tow car is much smaller than our Class A RV, making it easy to find parking spaces, maneuvering around busy cities, especially during those rush hour situations. So they were the major reasons for us to get a tow vehicle, but there are cons to having a secondary vehicle as well, such as extra maintenance, extra insurance. In some states, you need to have inspections, so now may be possible inspections on that vehicle. There's also the cost of extra equipment that is needed, such as a tow bar, a base plate, wiring, or a tow dolly. These things can really depend on how you plan on towing your vehicle, whether all wheels down or maybe two wheels up onto a dolly. But both scenarios could include a little bit of what I just mentioned. All right, so that's a quick pro-con of bringing a tow vehicle with you. And if you're still with me, then most likely you now want to know why I chose a Jeep Wrangler as our next vehicle. Well, starting with the ride height. Our 2001 Jeep Wrangler has zero lift, but has plenty of ground clearance, meaning we will not scrape the tow bar while entering or exiting parking lots the way we do now while towing our Ford C-Max. Also, the Jeep will allow us to get off the beaten path and explore areas that our RV and original tow car could not do. Our new-to-us Wrangler not only has the ground clearance to go off-road, but it's also four-wheel drive, allowing us to get out of some messy situations while exploring new areas. In fact, we've already taken the Wrangler out to explore camp ruins, and you can see these photos of the Jeep out by these ruins down in the show notes. We've also taken it exploring and found some petroglyphs out in the desert of Arizona. We also chose the Wrangler because it's flat towable, or in other words, all four wheels down on the ground. This to us is the simplest way to tow a vehicle behind our RV. We can connect the Jeep to our RV in under 5 minutes. In fact, Sabrina has timed me where I can connect, disconnect, and then connect again in under 10 minutes. Downside, though, to flat towing is that we cannot back up with all four wheels down on the ground. If you were to tow your vehicle with a tow dolly where you lift the front two wheels, typically they are able to be backed up. Now, I will say, though, in the 115,000 miles of towing our Ford C-Max, we have only needed to disconnect 3 times because we pulled in somewhere that there just was not enough space for us to turn around. The weight of the Wrangler definitely played a part in choosing the Wrangler for our four-wheel drive vehicle. The Wrangler is only a little over 3,000 pounds. It's a 2001. They didn't even have the option of four-door, so ours is a two-door. It's very lightweight. So that's perfect for our Vista that has a 5,000-pound tow capacity. I personally like to have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to towing, and the Wrangler gives us plenty of room to work with. So they're really the reasons why we wanted a four-wheel drive tow vehicle. And for me, like I said, I've always wanted a Wrangler. So when we decided that we were going to get a new tow vehicle, I was like, wow, it's, four-wheel drive. It's got to be a Wrangler for me. But there's other options out there. You don't have to go with a Wrangler. You don't even have to go with four-wheel drive. But before I go, I would like to share some thoughts for you. If you are deciding to add a tow vehicle to your RV setup, think about these things. How easily can the vehicle you want be towed, including what is involved in getting it tow ready? Is there a series of steps, or can you just simply put it in neutral and pull the key? Each vehicle is different, and some need more steps than others when in tow mode. How will you use the tow vehicle while traveling? Where will your winters be with the RV? Will you need four-wheel drive? Just think about how will you be using this tow vehicle once you have it. Is the vehicle within your RV tow capacity? This is something that's very important that I feel most people actually just overlook. What will it cost to add a tow vehicle to your setup, including parts, insurance, and maintenance? And do these things outweigh the benefits of actually having the tow vehicle? Whichever you choose, I wish you all safe travels. And if you enjoyed this episode, I hope you take the time to leave us a rating on your favorite podcast platform. Take care, all, and I will catch you next time.